Good morning and welcome to episode number 297 of Simplifying Live with me, Shashank. I'm your host and the CEO of Simplifying. I was worried. I was perplexed. When my flight landed, I was flying between two European cities. When my flight landed, the flight attendant went on to the microphone and announced, "Welcome to the city. You will now be handed over to a ground handling partner." That stood out to me because usually airlines don't necessarily highlight that they are now being handing that they're now handing passengers over to someone else, like a partner. They'll just say, if you have any questions, contact our ground staff. Many airlines say welcome home or enjoy your stay, things like that. But this was distinctly part of an announcement she was reading, which said, "You will now be handed over to our ground handling partner," which, on the face of it doesn't mean much, but if you think deeper, it clearly shows that someone has thought about liability issues. Someone has thought about complaints not coming back to the airline from what the ground handler does wrong. Someone has thought that the airline experience ends the moment people step outside the cabin. Now, there's always been this debate, the airport experience, the airline experience, but ultimately, travel is seamless. Travel is meant to be seamless. And while there are airlines like Emirates, offering end-to-end limousine service for business class passengers, or an optional check-in at home service for seamless travel, or there are airlines like I think Malaysia Airlines, which offer a city check-in, or even Cathay Pacific in Hong Kong for a seamless travel experience. There are others which are discontinuing it. There are others which are highlighting the fact that airlines are made of lots of players and it's all disjointed, and the airline itself cannot be responsible for experience outside the cabin. And I think that's quite unfortunate, because if you think about the future of passenger experience, it should be seamless, not disjointed. The announcements should really be, if there's anything wrong before you reach home, feel free to contact us at this number or reach us via our website, instead of saying, "We're now handing you over to our ground handling partner." I can imagine this low-cost airline that I flew has outsourced operations at this outstation, which is not their hub. That's completely normal. Many airlines do that, but very few point out that the operations are outsourced. And this is a point that I make in my book, Soar. I introduce a model called the 6X model. And one of the most important X's which define airline branding is brand externalities, right here. Brand externalities are things that are often beyond the airline's control that impact the airline experience. In this case, the airline is saying, "We don't care about you once you step outside the plane, not our job." But that is what makes the aviation industry unique. The airlines cannot say, "Not my job." They need to embrace the passenger throughout their journey. And that is the important thing. Brand externalities are different in the airline industry. Brand experience is different in the airline industry. Brand execution is different in the airline industry. I was worried and I was perplexed because of this announcement, and it leaves me worried about the future of passenger experience. I do hope more airlines don't do this and more airlines embrace the customer end to end. Let me know what you think. If you've flown this airline before, if you can guess which airline I'm talking about. Love to hear your comments and thoughts on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. Meanwhile, you guys have a fantastic weekend, and I will catch you on the other side. 1 p.m. GMT on Monday. Till then, have a great one.